Hello. I just wanted to do a vlog while I was cleaning out my closet. I am still recovering, so I basically just stayed home and I cleaned, I cooked, I tried to do things that were making me busy. I rotted, I scrolled, listened to podcasts. What else did I do? Watch Sex in the City, made myself some food, and I cleaned out all of my drawers, well, my side at least. I cleaned all of I've been going through my clothes and seeing whether or not I want to keep them because I know it's been something that I've been needing to do. And I haven't done it in so long. And it's just made me think about just overconsumption. And so today I was listening to a vlog. I think it's called, I don't know, I can't remember right now, like some money podcast show. And it was this woman talking about what to do when you have emotional spending. And then she was talking about overconsumption in a different episode. And I got just down this rabbit hole. And I realized this that ever since I started my own business, and a lot of it has to do with social media, promoting, marketing, using that as a way to build my network and my community, that I find myself constantly on social. Like Instagram, I will be on there to post, but mainly on TikTok. TikTok because I like creating videos, but then it's also just a way for me to keep a pulse on what's going on in mainstream media, um, pop culture, all that stuff. And I never used to be a TikTok girly. Like I never ever used to be a TikTok person. And I should probably start doing this as I talk to you. And I never used to be a TikTok person, but when I started actually consuming the content, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I like it. I learn about all these different things. To me, I find that I learn new things every day. And so the way that I describe it to someone who has never really used it or don't really engage with it is that it's as if you're flipping all these different channels to like think of having a TV to the universe and you're flipping through all of these channels and eventually you stop on one clip that catches your eye or just engages you or whatever content that it's talking about. And then you just end up getting sucked in. And the more that you're on it, the more that it actually um, feeds you, because based on the algorithm, the more that you interact with it, it actually feeds you videos that it thinks that you would prefer or like. And so it gets super granular, really knows you based on your consumption habits. And I find that there is this one person that I follow, and it's just the magic of influencers that like anything they say to get you just automatically believe them because they look a certain way. And I realized to myself of like combining the two of listening to this podcast about overconsumption and just thinking about how am I being fed what do they call it, like not awareness content, but it's like intentionally aware. Don't even quote me. But basically, it was a certain strategy with advertising of making you feel like you need something. And I realized that a lot of the purchases I make are very aspirational. So, aspirational slash emotional. And so I remember, and it started like I was really, really into clothes. It started I would say in college. And some of you have heard this story before, but I went to a university where it's predominantly white people. So I always felt like a minority there. Whereas, like, I'm from the Bay Area, I never felt like a minority because I saw so many Asians. There were so many people like me. But when I went to the school, San Diego State, there was just so many white people. And I remember thinking, okay, well, if I buy certain clothes, it can help make me feel better about myself, about not feeling like I'm not a white person. So if I dress like a white person, would a, I don't know, Hollister, like Hollister was super big back then, Abercrombie, or I don't know, just like wear what white people wear. Then I would like somehow blend in, or if I could like change the outside appearances by my clothes, then I would feel really good. And that's like when I got into drinking and a lot of that stuff. And I just remember thinking, yeah, I'm not going to wear this. I don't like this color pants. Some of these clothes I have not gone through in years. Like, I think the hard part about working from home is that I don't get dressed up as much. And now I'm really starting to realize like, oh, I actually want to do get dressed up because I have all of these clothes. And if I'm not going out and wearing it, then like, where am I going to wear them? You know, it's just a waste of money. um, you only have one body. But anyways, and so I just remember thinking I was just going to buy clothes because it just made me feel like I could fit in, made me feel like I wasn't different. So that's when I really got into clothes. And then I really got, and I think during that time, it's like there was high fashion, there was the Olsen twins, a lot of people had that Balenciaga bag. And it's just like I got more into fashion, celeb gossip, and all that stuff. And that just really, really influenced me and how I spent my money. And so I noticed that when I do buy something, it's because, you know, maybe I don't feel good about myself, or maybe I have anxiety, or just maybe because it's a frictionless experience and it's so easy to purchase it with a click on your phone. Um, and so it has definitely made me think about, how do I want to be more conscious of how I spend my money? What do I spend my money on? Am I actually liking the stuff that I buy, or am I buying it because I want to be perceived a certain way? So an example of this would be like when I got into the whole coaching space, feminine space. Oh, I love this. You know, I got this at freaking Ross when I went with my dad. I forget how many years ago. It's like the best moo I bought. It's so, I love the colors. I'm not even doing show and tell because this isn't a style haul. Like, no. No, but I will say this. I'm a bargain shopper. I remember when I used to shop a lot, I was really into fast fashion like a long, long, long time ago when I was in high school, when I was in college. This is like a fallback OG classic cocktail dress. It's from Forever 21. And then I got it from my sister. Oh my God. And she was in college. It was like, I graduated in 08. So, and she was still in college when she gave that to me, and she's older than me. So it's been a while. And like this one, I never wear. I never wear. I got it at H&M, and I always like, see, that's the problem with me, is that I will keep things in my closet, and I think I look at in my brain and I'll search for it like a moment in time or experience of when I'm actually going to wear that thing. And then it just sits in my closet because I'm waiting for that experience to happen. It's like, okay, girlfriend, you haven't worn this since, I don't know, 2018. Like, you're not gonna have to wear it. So we can just stop pretending. But yeah, it's from H&M. And I remember there was this period when I moved back to the Bay where I was definitely comfort eating. And so I bought like, I just spent all my money on H&M, and then I just like bought those clothes. Or it's like, if I wear fast fashion, then I can look fashionable and all of that stuff. Because I was either shopping at Nordstrom Rack, Target. Yeah, like even this is H&M, and I've had this since, I want to say 2012. But I'm not gonna wear it though, because I haven't worn it in so long. Maybe since, oh God, I'm getting embarrassed. I think since 20, well, definitely before 2020. Let's just say that. But so it's definitely made me think about how I consume things. When am I going to wear things? Where am I going to wear things? And every time I do this deep, deep, deep cleaning of all the clothes in my closet, I start to realize I really do not need to buy any more clothes at all. I absolutely don't. And I shouldn't. And I'm so glad that when I was in Denmark, I did not buy anything, even though I really wanted. I want to say the last time I really splurged on high-end stuff was probably in 2022 when I was last there. I was buying, oh, the scanny stuff. And then I remember because that's what I used to do. I worked in corporate and I made a ton of money. And so in order to feel better about my life and working at my job, I just, because sometimes, it's hard working at your job and you just like want to numb out. And so it's like, okay, I have all this money. Let me just go buy all these frivolous things that I don't need. That makes me feel good for a hot second. And I remember I was just there and we went to this department store and I bought, this was a long time ago when I was living there. I bought eyebrow serum. I wanted to grow my eyebrows and it was $150. And I just could not believe that I would just drop money like that. Or that if I wanted to stay at hotels, I would either stay at like 4 or 5 star hotels, and money was just nothing to me. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, being an entrepreneur, you really understand the value of money and how hard you have to work for it, because it's not a steady paying job. So you definitely always have to learn how to save for a rainy day. But I mean, a lot of my clothes were like, and then I even thought, because I was putting away all my sweaters today, and I have these Jenny Kane, the cocoon cardigans, and I forgot how much it costs. And I have 3 of them, and they're almost like 400, 500 a piece. And I was like, why did I do that? Like, they're not even amazing or life-changing. You don't need to spend that money on freaking cardigans. I don't care if it's quiet luxury or whatever that is. No one even cares. But yeah, and then when I go out, and every time I'm always reminded of this when I travel and I have limited outfits or limited things to wear, I am always reminded that you could live off of wearing basically the same stuff over and over again. And so that's why I've literally just only bought, I think the best way is just buying neutrals and then changing it up with jewelry or just makeup. And I even saw a TikTok on this where this girl was talking about minimalist makeup and how she has the same 4 products that she uses, doesn't care about the expiration date because she just wants to finish her makeup. And I think when you actually scroll on social media, when you're being fed all these different ads, it feeds into this cycle of overconsumption. And I just don't want to opt into it. And so I've definitely noticed that as I've started this business, that I've been a little bit more addicted to social media, like finding myself doing those habits of, okay, if I have a break, then I'm going to go scroll or something instead of going for a walk. And so I learned on this podcast about this whole dopamine menu, where you create a certain menu for yourself specific to you so that you don't doom scroll. And so I created mine today. I didn't even do it in the way they do it, where they call it like main, entree, desserts. And so it's like if you have 5 minutes versus 20 minutes or an hour, really thinking about what are the different types of like quick dopamine hits that you can get so you don't scroll on social. It can either be going for a walk, it could be exercising, doing deep breathing, doing a light stretch, maybe cooking a meal, looking up a meal, all that stuff, or cleaning out your closet. And so for myself, this is the dress I always wear for Valentine's Day every year, because I don't like the color red. And it was actually, even though it's supposed to be part of my color wheel, I personally don't like it. And I know that because in Vedic astrology too, I'm a double Gemini, and red is very, very bad for Geminis. So that actually wear green. Haven't worn this in a long time. Last time I wore it was in 2018. So I'm giving this away. I'm not thinking about, I'm going to wear it on, I don't know, a cute date or whatever. And same with this. I haven't probably worn this since, a lot of these clothes I haven't worn since 2018 when I was actually in the office. So I am tossing it all. This one too. I mean, actually, no, this one's cute. If you like that schoolgirl look. But this is like a nice fall. I really do love this skirt. I think it's really nice, and it looks, oh my gosh, you know where I got this? I got this in Urban Outfitters 2016. So I do tend to keep stuff. I do tend to keep stuff that I really like. I think this would be nice with a mock turtleneck and not opaque, but like sheer black stockings and combat boots and a long trench coat. Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing too. I really love fashion because I just have that I'm a visual person when it comes to that. Like, I think that's when I first realized my creativity and artistry is that I just really love clothes and the silhouettes of clothes and what it looks like. And I just really, really love basics. But and I think that's the best part is that when I start looking at my clothes, it's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna we're basically wearing neutral colors right now because see, I'm still sick. Remember one time I met up with my girlfriend and she got her color matching done. And I said, oh my God, you look like you're glowing. And she didn't tell me she did her color matching. And so when she told me that she got it done, I realized like, oh, I need to get mine done. And so I'm actually a cool winter, and lucky for me because I have dark hair and dark eyes that I can wear white, black. I wear gold jewelry, but I actually should be wearing silver jewelry. Don't have that much silver jewelry, but just diamonds from my mom. But anyways, she told me about that and I got it done, and now I know, okay, I like buying neutrals. I just like being able to wear simple, clean stuff that I know I will always continue to wear. Like even all these Jenny Kane sundresses. Did I really need all of these colors? No, I did not. That's like, oh my God. Have it in green, have it in white. This is cute though. I did get a compliment wearing this in Trader Joe's one time. Only worn this twice, but I do like it. I think it's really cute. Got this to my girlfriend a year ago. It didn't fit her, so she gave it to me. And I do like wearing it. I think it's super fun. But yeah, you start to think about like, I should probably wash this because it has makeup on it. But you start to think like, oh my God, why do I have the same clothes when I can just wear that one thing over and over? See, and I have like navy blue in that same dress. This one's my Vegas dress. Every time I go to Vegas, I'm just gonna wear this. And I did for my sister's birthday, so that was fun. Okay, I have 20% left on my battery. This one I absolutely love. It's like such a cozy pullover, not pullover. What do you call it? Bro. It's really great. This one my sister gave me. I'm living in New York. Let's see, 2015 maybe. But I love wearing it. It's my favorite. It makes me feel so cozy. Like, honestly, sometimes you just look at your clothes and you're wondering, what the hell? Who needs all these clothes? You really don't. But anyways, so that was my day. Cleaning my closet, listening to podcasts, watching TV, making quesadillas, eating a home-cooked pizza, and just chilling really, and taking medicine. That's pretty much it. But I'm gonna cut it short here. Happy vlog 26. And I also want to put a plug in. I recently created a survey for this new program that I'm launching. It's going to be about spirituality, divine feminine, feminine spirituality, self-love. I'm going to leave the link in the notes. I would love for you to, so I'm going to qualify this. So if you're interested in taking a divine feminine spiritual program, I'm really curious to know what it is that you are seeking. And I love doing market research. I'm just learning more and more. I talked about in my last video just how important it is because you don't want to be tone deaf. And I was listening to this podcast today about the CMO of ELF, which stands for eyes, lips, and face. I did not realize that. But in the interview, she talks about, my God, really tired of talking and feeling like I have so much congestion and snot. I've been blowing my nose all day. And it does make it hard to speak. But basically she was saying how much they listen to their audience. And that's actually even the reason why they're on TikTok, is because people wanted them to be on there. Anyways, sharing the link, sharing the survey. If you want to fill it out, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all later. Bye.